Well, hello and welcome back. In this video, I'm going to explain why focusing on using and developing your strengths gives you an advantage as a leader. But before I get into that, don't forget to hit subscribe to get my regular Thursday updates, or get involved by just sharing your thoughts and comments below. So, every organisation I've worked for in the last 3 decades has been trying to fix my weaknesses. I'm sure you can relate to this approach. You get assessed against a leadership, competence or development model. You're told about areas of weakness, and then you get a development plan to fix the issues. Well, here's the bad news. The evidence tells us that the absolute opposite approach works far more effectively, and in reality, finding out what your strengths are, then learning how to leverage and develop them effectively wins hands down every time versus weakness development. So what is a strength? Well, in simple terms, a strength is something that you are good at and that motivates you and gives you an abundant sense of energy. This is pretty much the opposite of a weakness when you think about that. Now, when you're working on your weaknesses, you are literally being forced to do something that you aren't good at. Think about it. You feel frustrated, bored, demoralized during the experience, and quite often exhausted post the experience. So why bother unless you really have to? I think Einstein summed this one up perfectly. If you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it's stupid. And the latest science supports that thinking. What's clear is that a focus on identifying strengths, using them appropriately, and then developing them is far more effective than spending all of your time focused on weaknesses. And I just want to share some results from a couple of big studies to support that insight. Firstly, a corporate leadership council study that included 19,000 people across multiple organisations, industries and countries found that a focus on weakness development led to a 26% decline in performance, whereas a focus on strengths development increased performance by 36%. That's a massive 62% differential between the two methods. A second study by Gallup that included 1.2 million employees, again across multiple organisations, industries and countries, found that 90% of work groups that received a strengths intervention performed significantly better than control groups. The results included sales increases of between 10 and 19%, profit increases of between 14 and 29%, and employee engagement scores that increased between 9 and 15%. So that's why for me strengths development is so important. And in part 2 of this strengths series, I'll focus on 5 things you can do to develop your strengths and manage your weaknesses more effectively. So thanks for watching, and if you want to see that particular video and more, don't forget to subscribe and add your comments below.